Hello, hello, YouTubers. How are you doing? So we're just waiting for some people, more people to join. Today's content, so you could say, is live Q&A. Who's there online? Hey John. Hey Paul. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so as I was saying, today's content is just basically Q&A. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. There's no such thing as a stupid question. You can ask whatever you want. And while I'm answering your questions, I'm going to be working on fixing some quads just broken. Let me just get them from my backpack. This is just in case no one asks any question. At least I have something to do while I'm online. So a little bit of context. I was just out flying and managed to smash every single quad you see here in the table. Some didn't work right off the bat, but others didn't quite survive my rampaging flying mode. And since I'm almost out of freestyle quads, I have to fix them. This is a motor. It got burned, like you can literally see the coils are black rather than yellow as it should be. I don't know if you can see that. Black. Okay, we have a question already from Paul. Let's see, do I fly sky? I sure do. And on the D4X receiver, do you mean the D? That's the old one, right? That's the D8. What order are the cables in the pin node? So let's answer that one from Paul first. D4X. D4X receiver images. So I do fly FR Sky, but I tend to fly FR Sky only. Well, right now only not in my main builds, only in my like tiny ones like this, because what I'm using right now for races or like really technical freestyle is, I don't know if you can see it hanging there, right there in the middle, that one. It's Crossfire. So I find Crossfire. I think I have the receiver somewhere here. Crossfire seems to be much. So this is Fly Sky, FR Sky, sorry. And this is Crossfire for all my men builds. So I have 2 freestyle quads, 2 race quads, and 1 drag race right now. So in answer to your question, and I think what you mean with D4X is the 2 version, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just show you my computer. Should be able to see it now. Yeah. No, don't need this. So this, I guess, is the one that you mean. what's the pinout? Normally the pinout is written right there um, on the cover, and I think the top one is 2, and the bottom one is 1. No, sorry, actually, this, yeah. So the bottom one is 2, and the top one is 1. And how do I know this? Because if you look at the pins, this represents the pins that are put just here. So the first part is the lower pins, which is 2, and the top part is this pins, which is 1. And it's basically negative, positive, and signal, and reversed here. So negative on the middle, positive, and signal. Time is live. Everything is reconnected. Yeah, okay. So let's get back to the questions. Do you know any motors 1806 that have the same size back holes as the Emax 1306? No, unfortunately I don't. The 1806 motors I use are super old. I think I have some. I have some here. Yes, this is how old this is. Look at this. If it's focusing. Taro TM1806. See, focus. No, doesn't want to focus. Focus. No, anyways. They're Taro 1806. It's super ancient motors. This will probably lift like 300 grams or less. It will just about get your quad off the ground. But yeah, in answer to your question, I don't know any motors that are that have the same holes as the Emax 1306. Sorry. Think might be the stream might be bad because I'm trying to see it at the same time. So I'm gonna close that and see if that makes it slightly faster. Okay, also while I wait for some more questions. Let me just see. Nope. Okay, so it seems that the stream is a little bit better now. At least it's not cutting on and off. And I'll keep my phone in the side. Oop. Go to live. Righty ho! That seems to be working better. Except there's no one else in the chat at the moment. Right, so I'm gonna, while I wait for more people to join, I'm gonna start fixing some quads. And if you do join, feel free to ask any questions in the chat, as you can see right here. Oh, Q&A session. It's a Q&A session. So ask them questions. Right. So the problem with this specific quad, I think, is that either the props or the rotation is wrong. computer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the reason why the stream was lagging a bit is because I was watching the stream at the same time. So I didn't think about it, but it's consuming the same type of the same internet, uploading and downloading at the same time. So obviously it wouldn't work very well. Hey Peace, hey Bot Grinder FPV, interesting name. Welcome to the stream. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat, and I'll try my best to answer them. And while you're checking if you want to ask some questions or not, I'm trying to fix quad that I have here. Maybe you should have some music in the background as well. I'll put some on in a bit. Righty ho, so just to show you guys what I'm doing, I'm connecting my quad to Betaflight, and then checking which motor, put this, which motor is which. Hey Bot Grinder, that's cool. Just go back because I think this is lagging a lot. Found you from the Carlito throw. That's guys, glad you liked it, and I'm glad you subbed as well. Motors. Have you tried the Carlito throw yet, Mr. Bot Grinder? Okay. So 4 needs to change with 2. Oh, what the hell is this key? It's working weird. I think I'm actually gonna connect this to a different laptop because it's lagging the stream a little bit. Hey Dan, what size is this? So this is just lagging sometimes because I was using this then is a 90mm quad, and yeah, it's brushless, as you can see. Oh my god, what's going on with the stream? Why is it so slow? Let me check if I can change some settings. It's lagging a lot. I can even see it on my phone. Output. Okay. hopefully I downgraded the bitrate a bit more. So hopefully that makes the stream go a bit smoother, because at this point it's like skipping. God damn it. Why? Why me? Let's see if I can do it even a bit more. Stream. Everything looks fine. Okay. Well, let's carry on. Let's see. Nothing really I can do. It's weird because it says the stream is perfectly fine on OBS. Right, let me get the new laptop to connect connect my other quad. How was Germany? Yeah, man, Germany was amazing. Okay, well, the stream seems to be a bit better now. Yeah, Germany was amazing. So I went there just to race some drag racing quads. Where is it? Have I destroyed it yet? I think I have it here somewhere. Is it this? Yes, this. I went to Germany to race this beast of a quad, but it ended up not being very good, basically, because the ESC started blowing up, and then the frame started blowing up, and then basically the quad just went to hell when I tried to race it. So unfortunately that didn't go very well. But thankfully I managed to compete as well in the freestyle, which I had applied for before, and also in the race that they had there. So that was cool that they let me at least race there. Yeah, I think that was the answer to the question. So Germany was amazing, and then almost forgot. Then on the very last day, I went with Thomas and Jen around Nuremberg because we had to travel to a different location. Went around to Nuremberg to basically tiny whoop the whole place. So I have a video coming on that. Hopefully it will get released shortly. But yeah, completely amazing. I was like tiny whoop diving cathedrals. Actually, let me show you the whoops that I used in the video. The stream seems to be a bit better now as well, which is good. Right, yeah, so these two were the whoops that I used for the tiny whoopin in Nuremberg, and I think that video I'll hope to release it on Tuesday. Oh, and the freestyle unfortunately did not go at all to plan. Where's the quad? Which was with this quad, and then this didn't happen there, but eventually flying it here in the UK, I bumped something and the arm just fell off. Alright, let's see other questions. So got the size for Dan, Germany. What's that then? Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Not sure. So carrying on, while you guys, again, if you have any questions, put them in the chat. I'll try my best to answer. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna try and fix some quads that have been broken. So this one, I think the problem with this one is that, ooh, where did the chat go? Problem with this one is that the motors are not in the right place. So I have to connect it to Betaflight, and what port is that? And try and reconfigure the motors. Now the way you do this, and sorry I can't share it on the stream laptop, just because whenever I try to do anything different than just streaming, it kind of like almost explodes. So the way that I change the motors, so if I spin motor, I'll show you guys. Connect. If I go to the motor tab, plug in a little light, and I spin motor 1, that's motor 3 spinning instead. And it must be, and it's spinning the wrong way as well. And if I spin motor 2, that's motor 1 spinning. And if I spin motor 3, that's motor 4 spinning. And if I spin motor 4, that's motor 2 spinning. So I'm gonna change 4 and 2 and 3 and 1, I think. Yes. And the way that I do that is I go to CLI and I type resources. Sorry, resource. And the resource tells me that motor 1 is in A06 and then the motor 3 is in A04. So what I have to do, not to forget what I want to do, I want to change those resources. So I want to put motor 1 in A104 and then motor 3 in A106. So I write those things down. Basically we're just switching the motor resources. So motor 1 is going to be A04 and motor 3 is going to be A06. And the same thing with motor 2 and 4. So I'm going to do motor 2 is going to be, right now is it B01 and motor 4 is it B00, and again it's just a reverse, so B00 for motor 1 and motor 4 B01. Okay, so then how do you change the motors from one tab to the other? You got to, let's disconnect this as well, no point in having the battery connected. We're gonna go and set resource motor 1 to none. No, not set, sorry, resource motor 1, one word, no, motor 1 none. Yes, so when you you don't need the word set. So when you resource motor 1 to none, it will say freed. And we're gonna do the same thing to motor 2. Set resource motor 2 none and freed. Now you don't have to do the set resource motor 3 and 4 to none, because we're basically changing them. So we're moving them to resource motor 3 is gonna be A06 and A06 set, and resource motor 1 A04 set. Now same thing with motor 2 and 4. So resource motor 4 is B00, and resource motor 2 B01. All done. Save. Let's see if that works. It's reconnecting. Plug in the LiPo. Take your props off. What are you doing? Always take your props off. You ain't seeing any props. Motor tab. So 1, no. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Well, 3 is in the right place. All the rest are wrong. So it's 2. 1 is in the second position. That means I have to change it to position 1. God. All right. Resource. Not easy. By the way, if you screw this up, you'll have to reflash. So be careful when you're changing resources. Take the LiPo off. Oh, crap. I think I disconnected the power, did I? No. I did now. Connect. CLI. Resource. So, motor 3 is fine. Let's leave him there. And I think we have to... So motor 1 is now A04. I think it has to be B01. So motor, because it's spinning on the second tab. No, sorry. So motor 2 has to be A04. A04 for sure. Because when I spin motor 2, it's spinning motor 1. So yes, I think. And motor 4. let's just change everything. A0. Sorry, B0. No, motor 4 was wrong. So it has to be. I'm really confused right now. Because I changed motor 2 and 4. So why, if I change back, they'll be wrong. Alright, let's just B0, let's just change motor 2 and 1. Motor 2 and 1. So motor 1 is gonna be B01. Okay. Motor resource motor 2 none. Motor 1 B01. Motor 2 A04. Save. Fingers crossed. so that's motor 1 spinning, the correct one. That's motor 2. It's motor 3. It's motor 4. So I just need to change 2 and 4. And we're good to go. CLI, resource, so motor 4 is going to be A04, and motor 2 is going to be B0. Resource motor 4, none. Resource motor 2, B00. Resource 4, A04. Save. And reconnect. Motors. Pop. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Voila. Now to check the directions, which I'm sure are all wrong. And what I do is I just use some whatever plastic to check which side it's spinning. It's spinning the wrong way. 1 is spinning wrong. 2. Spinning the wrong way too. 3. Spinning the wrong way. 4. Spinning the wrong way. Every single motor is spinning the wrong way. That's okay. Don't worry. We'll just need to go to BL Heli Configurator, connect, and then set everything reversed of what it is. Reversed, normal, right setup, and now by all accounts this should work. Let's connect it from here. Shall we do a little flight test? Just to make sure. Yeah, go on. Put the battery in here. Don't try this at home, kids. Where's the fly sky? The first sky. Pretty sure it should work. I better stand away, anyways. All right, almost working. What's not working? Let's test that again. So close. Watch me destroy my quad live. Alright. Let's close this. BL Heli. Sorry, Beta Flight. Is this the right? Okay, yeah. So the flight controller is wrong. If that sorts it out, no, it's the other way around. Always a reason for stuff not to work. 180. setup, and now if I move it forward, if I move it back, seems to be okay. Reconnect the LiPo. Not armed. Stand back. And I give you a working quad. One down, several others to go. Yeah, let's see. We still don't have any chats. Feed should be. Rightio, so the next quad is this one. Can close this laptop for now because I need space. Right there. And oh my god, it even smells burned. And what was the problem with this? I'm just watching the quad fly around. So the problem with this is that the goddamn motors I'm using are not the best in the world, and they pretty much burned. So let's take them off. What do I need? So I need to take the cover from the top off first, which is this one, and then let's get this out of the way. Take the prop away as well. Take as a prop. And get rid of the motor. One, two. Should I put some music? Maybe some music will be a bit better. It's too silent. Too silent up in here. If I could find the remote. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Sorry, give me just 1 second. Just trying to put some music on. Bit lower. Where the music at? Wimbledon. I guess everyone's watching Wimbledon. Adult channel, no. Non-stop classic rock. Yeah, that's alright. Again, if you're joining the stream and you're wondering what the hell is going on, I am building rebuilding some quads that had some issues today when I was flying, and also answering any questions that you might have about FPV. Why not? Right, so this goes there. Turn on the iron. Stream seems to be going a little bit better now in relation to how laggy it was before. And I'm just waiting for my phone, just waiting for my iron to heat up. 4, 3, 2. Get him there. Where is the chat? Let me keep the chat open. Oh, also, if you are wondering, like, what frame is this, you might see a little hint on the skulls that are indented around the frame. That is because this frame is a prototype for Rotor Riot. That's right. Beep is a little Rotor Riot frame that I've been testing. So far it's been alright, except for the motors that I'm using. Is my iron hot yet? Or not? Yes, it is. This there. Now, what would be really cool is if I could find where the hell I put the solder, which I had just a moment ago. Did indeed have some solder, which is now oh, here it is. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. So now to desolder the hopefully correct motor, which is this one. one more. It's out of the way. And third. And there goes the motor. Damn. I don't know if you can see how black that is. It's supposed to be yellow. Like that one there. But they're all black. Oh well. Let's put the new one in. Hopefully this one will last a bit longer. If it doesn't, I'm changing these motors for sure. These are, by the way, FURC motors. FURC. And they are 24,000 kV. And the, where is it? 2205.5 stator diameter. I have two of those in the front, and then because I burned, or something happened to all the other ones that I had from FURC, I'm forced to use T-Motor F40 version 2 in the back, which are 23. 23? Yes, they are 2300 kV. Let's put the motors back. One and two. Are the layers bound together? Well, do you mean the layers for the frame? No, so this is, I'll show you with a different frame. Give me just a second, let me put this screw on. So this is not layers. This is a whole like a whole plastic frame, or well, it starts as being like a little plastic square, and then there's a machine that will drill, basically will drill this shape out, and obviously because it's a CNC machine, it can also make holes in the frame itself. So like a regular other frame would be like this, but because this is plastic, even though it's pretty tough. I mean, I'm trying to bend it for the camera, but it doesn't really bend more than that. But you can still, you know, cut the material and make little, you know, skulls or well, whatever you want, like your name on it. And this particular one is from Raggy Frames, so he does these cuts basically. Pretty cool cuts as well. So I have another one somewhere. Yeah. Which is like the same. And you can see that this one doesn't have any cuts on the arms, and it's exactly the same type of WBX frame. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, so I'm not too sure on these motors from FURC. Fortunately, they've been a bit disappointing thus far, like burning left and right. But oh well. Just keep on flying. So I just put the motor wire from underneath and catch it here on top. I had some tool here somewhere. My table's, oh there we go. My table's so deorganized right now. I have to spend some time cleaning cleaning it. It's not gonna be today. Okay. I'm actually glad I'm doing this stream because work just flows a lot better rather than me just working away angry because this has all gone to crap while I was flying. So at least I can hang out with you guys and hopefully clarify some FPV questions that you might have. Get a bit of music as well. Hopefully you can you can hear that music. Let me check on. I don't think so. Let me put it a bit higher. Okay, hopefully that's not way too loud and you can still hear me. Oh, I think it's... Let's get back to soldering. Oh, it's much better now. Cool. And yeah, I'm afraid you'll have to wait for the stream to catch up to see me working again. So the stream is delayed by about I don't know, like 15-20 seconds, maybe a bit more. So any questions that you have, that you ask, I'll see them on the chat. I'll see them on the chat, but you'll have to wait a bit until I answer because basically it takes some time for the stream to get there afterwards. And I just saw that Yoel said about the music, but if it's coming from the TV, it should be fine. I mean, I'm not streaming music directly, only music. I'm talking and stuff in the middle. So I think I've done it before, and it should be fine. Get any vibration issues with the motors on that frame? No, not at all. Even though it's like a plastic frame. Yeah, seems right. Even though it's a plastic frame, you can see it's not bendy at all. So the motors are secure here as they would be in a carbon fiber frame, really. Okay, so that's done. Hopefully it's working well. What we need to do is to test it to see if the rotation is correct. And for that I need my computer again here on the side. USB. Here it is. Connect. So. Betaflight doesn't want to work. Oh god. It's probably because I put the laptop to sleep. Oh, there we go. I think we're good. We're good now. We're good. Motors. Got motors. So, where is that? There we go. We got a little battery here. More questions. What ESCs are you running in this frame? Very good question. I am running Cicada 30 amp ESCs. It's BL Hell ES, and if you look at that, it's a 4-in-1. So if you see those 6 dots right there, that's the ESC, which is underneath the flight controller. So it just saves me a lot of time. And the only thing I need to do is to run the, where is it, this one? Yeah. Run the motor cables. They go inside of that little hole there in the frame, and then connect to, you can see it on this side, you can see it on this, connect to the 4-in-1 ESC, which is right there. It works pretty well, and it saves a ton of space. So if you look, top cover, that's all the quad is. Motor, cable running underneath, connects to the 4-in-1 ESC, and then the 4-in-1 ESC connects to the flight controller, which is just on top, underneath all these messy cables. Okay, so now let's connect a battery. I think this battery is completely dead. Hey Tommy, how you doing, man? Yo. Broken down, Churchy. Okay, I think it's working. Let's see if I can spin a motor. Number 1. Yes, and it's spinning the right way. Number 2. Also spinning the right way. Number 3. So. Number 3. Also spinning the right way. And number 4. Something's wrong. Don't tell me it was the ESC that burned. No, I don't think so. Should work. EC4. Oh, smoke! We got the smoke going on here. Another freaking motor. Oh my god. I'm about to like. Alright. So I don't have any more of these motors, which is bad. And I wonder if it was the ESC that burned out now. Props off. You are correct, sir. Indeed, props always off. Never do this ever. Be safe. Take your props off. Don't lose a finger. Imagine if, how am I gonna type like this? Hey, how are you doing? Is the Carlito show? No. Take your props off. Video edit. Tommy is saying. Off a race from yesterday. Very cool, man. Hope to see that video on soon. Now, god damn it. Let's try. I'm pretty sure that the problem might be these crappy motors. I think. I'm not sure anymore. And as per recommendation from my subs, I am taking the props off from this build. As you all should. Where's my prop nut thing? Right, now that we've smoked yet another motor, where's this blood coming from? What can we do? What can we do? God damn it. First, let's take the motor off. So there's nothing like the screws were fine. Not really sure why it was freaking out, but it was, which is not good. Let's see how much juice this is have. Actually, yeah, should be fine. Oh, no. Smoke, smoke. Yeah, Tommy, sorry. Let me lower the volume from the music because it's distracting me a bit. So that motor is gone. Gotta change it. I hope the issue is the motor and not the ESC, but we'll find out soon enough when I try to put a different motor on it. Let's pull this out. Where is it? Okay. I'll be very surprised if it was the ESCs, but you never know. Edward, I had. What's what's your best hangover cure? Just yeah. My best hangover cure is not to drink. I guess your hangover from yesterday. Yeah, man, just drink a lot of water and take it easy. Should we? What's my best quad hangover cure? Is don't fly angry. Oh, that one's dead. No more motors. I'll need to find if I have some F40. Okay, maybe this one will work. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect this motor on the outside just quickly, and hopefully is not gonna blow up. Go on. Right. Where is my laptop? Let's try again, shall we? Hopefully not blow up any more motors, please. Okay. So far so good. It hasn't like smoked or anything. Now connect. And 1, 2, 3. I hold it. No, shit. So something's wrong in the SC. Oh. Goddamn cicada. This quad is pretty much down then. Damn it. Let's take the camera out and see if I can notice some. It's really bad if like the ESC just smoking up your motors. Damn. It's quite expensive as well. Take this off. Push-ups, squats, and pull-ups. The Tommy Skewer for a hangover apparently is doing a lot of exercise. I'm not sure that would be the most ideal thing for your body, but yeah, you could try it. And throw up the food that you might still have inside of your body. Oh my god. Problem with this build is that it's super tight. What caused you to have to strip it? So one of the motors wasn't working, and then when I went to check it, James, the motor was completely toasted. Like all the, I don't know if you can really see it, but that's the color that it's supposed to be, and that's not the color that they're supposed to be. Like it's completely toasted. If I can, yeah, that's better. So yeah, I don't think it's working anymore. And it was toasting yet another motor, but the motor might actually be might be good still. I don't know, I'll have to test it with a different DSC apparently, because this one is dead. Take this out from here. Maybe I can figure out what's the problem with the ESC, but I seriously doubt it. I just want to take a look anyways. You never know. It might be, I don't know. Since it's only in one ESC, it's a shame really. So I can see there was a tiny little bit of solder in there, but I wouldn't think this caused a motor to just go up in smoke. But maybe it did. Well cooked, yes it was. That one's fine. The only thing I could see was, I don't even know if it was solder or not, because ESC seems to be fine. There was a bit of grass as well, but I doubt the grass was doing anything to the ESC. I'm hesitant in trying again, but what the hell. What's the worst that can happen? Also, I just saw like something from underneath fall down. Seemed like a little bit of solder. You never know from that. It might be that the from the other motor, when it cooked it, it started like spreading solder all around. And I can see there's like tiny little bits of solder inside. Well, let's just connect it for a second. Spin that motor and see if it starts smoking right away. Yeah. Good. That's not good. There we go. Yeah, well, we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, unfortunately it's not just flying. There's a lot of crap that you have to do to get your quads working properly so you can fly it. And even then it's like a 50-50 chance that you've done it right and they're not gonna just blow up. Let's connect this first. Better flight. Connect. Motors. Nope. Doesn't like it. Oh shit. That was bad. So no. I guess I need a new 4-in-1 ESC. Damn it, is what I say. Damnity damn it. That is very bad. I don't get it. There's no visible damage, no anything. Why is it doing this? I love this part. You love the smoke coming out. Right. So I guess I'll have to wait for an ESC. Unfortunately, you're not gonna get fixed today, Quad. Take this off. I think this was yeah, 30 or 35. I don't even remember. This might actually be the 35 amp. I know it's the one that can do 6S. And I got it from Unmentech just last week. Just disconnected the other. Travological. Damn you, Yesy. I've been using 4-in-1. Yeah, so I saw from James, check the underside. That's exactly what I wanted to do. And I've been using more and more 4-in-1 ESCs, and they've really upped their game recently. But I don't know why. Sometimes they just break, and the problem is if one breaks, that's pretty much it. You can't really exchange one. Could probably add a separate one here somewhere, I guess, if I really wanted to. Okay, almost done. Just taking the stuff that's locking down the ESCs to the board. Okay, and okay, 2 more connections, 1 more. Cool. And we can now investigate why the hell is this not working properly. Maybe. Aside from some grass, which one was it? A3. Yeah. Beats me. No solder, no. Well, there's tiny little bits of solder here, but I doubt this. Not even connecting. Damn. Dammity damn. Well, I guess that's it. I'll have to get another ESC. Yeah, even all the components are here. No clue. Very pricey on Unmanned. Yeah, it was quite pricey actually. I think I'll just order something from Banggood, which is a bit cheaper. Will take a while to get here, but well, until then maybe I can use a separate ESC instead of this one. We'll see. Well, let's skip this pile of whatever this is for now and head on to the next one. So this one is pretty straightforward. Just crop that prop there. There we go. Crop that up there. There we go. Yeah, so the problem with this is I think one of the motors wasn't working. Maybe it's another ESC. God. Hope not. Let's take a look. Not gonna bother with props on this. Okay. Oh, now everything is working again. Well, I fixed it. Look at that. No clue. No clue. What do I want? What do I want? I want this. Can guarantee one of the ESCs was not, well, one of the motors was not spinning. Zero spinach. It seems to be working now. Let's do a hover test, shall we? Aha! Not working again. So something's going on. But it's not the ESC, good news. Because the motor was just spinning. Hello. Hello. I'm doing a live stream. Yes. You want to say hi? No. That's my girlfriend just arrived home. She doesn't want to say hi. You want to say hi? Hi. No, more.
I'm
More?
looking at the camera.
A bit more. Hi.
Wait.
Huh?
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Yeah, so what the hell is going on with this? Which one was it? Was this one? Yeah. pretty sure that there's one of these motor cables that's gone. Let's just try and apply some heat around here, around there, and around there one. Fingers crossed. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
That was it? Over 10. No.
Smell.
Smells what? Oh no, that was a burn motor I had before. People saying hello to you. Damn it. I think it might be the motor, actually. Which is bad. Because I don't think I have more. Do I? Sure, I have a motor somewhere. And here's one. Oh, it's the wrong one. I just took one out a bit ago. Where are you, motor? Just gonna unsolder these connections. Take the prop off. What battery size does this tiny little thing use? Good question. So typically it would use a 2S, maybe like 500 milliamps max. Although I've used like 1,000, but it starts, well, if you're running 2S, it starts like dragging a lot with a 2,000 excuse me, 100 milliamp. So I use 3S high voltage, 500 milliamps, some Bolt batteries. These are really good, and basically it flies pretty much like a quad, like a real quad. What I wanted to take the motor off. Oh no, I know. Wanted to take the prop off. Yeah, this is the best. How would I say it? Like best link between a tiny whoop and an actual real quad, because you can do stuff. You can fly it almost the same way that you fly a real quad, and yeah, sorry, and you can fly like a tiny whoop as well. Like you can go into the woods, into really tight spots. Just set it on level mode, and it's perfect. It's exactly like flying a tiny whoop, and it's just so tiny that it fits on the smallest of holes. Like it's the size of my hand. So if my hand fits somewhere, this is gonna fit. No, not that. So is the pipe you can find. Yeah, it's true. Okay, let's take these connections out of here. Where? There we go. Alrighty. I think we're going. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Okay, the motor is off. I really don't see anything wrong with the ESC. Just taking the extra solder away from it. And yeah, the only thing I do see is that motor wires are really too short already, and that might be causing some disarray, but let's try and put it back. Minikube F3 flight stack. No. So this is a 12 amp ESC. 16. No, sorry. 20. 20 by 20. Yes, please. 20 by 20, and the flight controller is a micro or Pico F3 board as well from Banggood. It works pretty well. I can do like 8K 2K or something like that. Okay, let's put this one here. Make this one. Bit more solder. There you go. And yeah, I know a lot of people like are going for the Baby Hawk, but from experience, it's been super bad, and the motors just die. I mean, this you imagine how many times I've smashed this into the ground or a tree or something, and that's the reason why the motor isn't working, by the way. Let me see if I can find the actual link to the flight controller. You should be seeing my screen now. Oh god, it gets super slow. Banggood. So this is where I got them. 12 amp 20 ESC. Oh, I got a call. Give me just a second. Hello. 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 No. I think someone's butt just called me. Anyways, here's the 2020 Raystar 12 amp ESC I'm using. There's one that's 18 amp, the problem is, where is it? It's this one. The problem is the stands don't fit. I don't know if you can see that. Which camera? Yeah, that one. Yeah, the stands. No fito, no worko. So that's a bummer. But this one does. I've tested it, and it's the one that's on this build. So you can use 3mm screws on. Yeah. Yeah, someone pocket just called me. Then I mean, you can use tiny little ESCs as well, like that you could put on the arms. Although this build is pretty small, so I wouldn't use it on this particular build. And then for the flight controller, I'm using what's it called, Pico 2020. It's that one. Micro F3, built-in buzzer and etc. and whatnot. Yes, 15 quid. Wow, super cheap now. I think I'm gonna buy one. There's another one, Beta Flight Omnibus F4. Jesus, 11. Like, how can you compete with this? You can't. 2020 Micro F4 25. Oh, Flight Tower. Okay, so this is another one as well. 2020 14. Oh, this is 6 amp. Shame that they don't have any 20 amps so far. Super S 2020 Super S flight controller. Jesus Christ, F7. There you go, freaking bang good. Well, anyways, that is what I'm using. I wouldn't, you know, maybe this is a choice as well. It's even cheaper for an F4 flight controller. And then the 12 amp ESCs for 3S. Oh, I think OBS just had a little hiccup, but we should be reconnected again. Yeah, so if you're just following me on this ESC search, the 20 amp ESCs that I found is actually 30mm, so 36. I think the closest one is the 18th, but the holes don't match, unfortunately. Mix props for turns. I just don't eat out and add stuff to banquet card. That's a very good alternative. Keyboard. So yeah, the mixed props. No, the mixed props are simply because these are they're super fragile. Like, I can't even tell you. Like, look at it wrong, it will break. So what I do is, whenever I break one on one side, I just break the other side. Otherwise, you can't really fly it. So if you break both sides, then it's just a single prop and it'll fly in exactly the same way as before. Yeah, so this one will go there. Okay, let's test if that motor is working now. Rock. Connect this there. turn the remote on. Pull away from the screen. No. Yeah, I think the motor. This motor's dead. How are we gonna fix that? Huh? How are we gonna fix that? With a new motor. Which I don't have. Oh, actually, I do have. I think I changed the motor today. I think the other motor was not very good. The problem is, I can't remember where I put it. Oh, I actually found it. Radio. Let's take this one off. Huh? Mr. Pickles. Has anyone watched a cartoon called? Is it Mr. Pickles? Where is it from?
I think it is you.
No, the network.
Adult Swim.
Adult Swim. So you didn't hear it from me, but if you haven't watched this cartoon, don't watch it ever. It's called Mr. Pickles. It's the most terrible thing I've ever seen in my life. Sets of linear 50-40 quad blades are fragile as them. Yeah, I know. HQ props used to have some horrible props as well that it looked at them wrong and it would just like fall apart. Okay. Hopefully this motor works. Let's finish the What's wrong? Cat wants to be in the live. Mr. Kitty! Good boy! Oh my god! Oh my god! Hi! How do you fly the quadcopter? He really hates drones. Like if I turn it, he really hates just being like near a drone. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm not gonna turn it on. Look, I put it away. There we go. There we go. Now you can be on the table. Yay! You're on the internet, cat. Hi. My name is Musha. I like to screw everything up around here, yes. Oh, look, a motor. Now I'm going to teach you how to... Really doesn't want it. You don't want it? What's wrong? You don't want to put the motor? He was just like suspicious. What's going on? What's going on? Put the motor. Okay, now you can put the motor. That's... hello. I put the motor here. We're kidding. Go. He doesn't want to go. Okay. What was I doing? Yes. Checking if the motor, the new motor, works. Put the prop on. Put the turn on the remote. And this is when he notices, oh, the quad is coming, and he runs away. Smart kitty. Right. Uh-oh. That's not good. Another ESC. Because this motor was working before. Mr. Pickles! Good boy. So weird because it was just when I turned it on a moment ago, it was working, and then Kenneth told me, "Screw you." Well, this is not smoking motors. Okay. Well, I guess that's that. I don't know why though. What? I didn't crash it anywhere, did I? I think maybe I bumped a tree or something. But it wasn't that bad. I thought. Apparently it was. Again, can't see anything wrong with it. Damn. Signal wire. It could be. Actually. Could be. Which one is this? 3. The problem is to find out this is, you wouldn't want to take anything off from here. Wait, that's the different one. So now this one is working, but this one isn't. God damn it! So it might be a signal wire actually. The cabling here doesn't look particularly healthy. Sorted!
Ooh.
Nope. Because why? Because I forgot to check the rotation.
The crab roll.
Huh? Yeah. These props are so bad that if it touches anything, they just explode. But good news, it's working. Halfway through. Now we just need to rotate it the correct way. So yes, take your props off. Some props have screws, others don't. Okay, beta flight. Let me plug in this test better here. Connect. Or not. Okay, motors. And the motor number 1 spinning in the correct direction. Motor number 2 spinning in the correct direction. Number 3 as well. And motor number 4 wrong. To heli. 66 connect. Right, so it was motor number 4 needs to be reversed. Right setup. Done. Turning off. This is annoying. Drops off. There. Any more props here? Don't think so. So I need to get from my prop bag. No. There we go. According to my calculations, nope. was an ESC that went. Or was it a motor? seems to be good. Oh. So although I managed to get this in the air, this motor is absolutely burning, which means there's something definitely wrong with it somewhere, unfortunately, and that was the cause that I took it off. Oh, and I can see it's all black inside as well. Oh, but so is this. This is fine. That one's all black. Not really, like to the point of burning me. Yeah, not really sure what the issue is with it though. But that means I will have to buy one more motor and one more 4-in-1 ESC, or maybe I'll change it for something else. I think I actually have another 4-in-1 ESC that I'm able to use. So, oh, like this one. I'll have to test it. Hopefully it's working still. Yeah. Well, if there are no further questions for today, where's this? Where? What? But text. There we go. Live Q&A. Boop. Yes. So if there are no further questions on the stream today, I will leave you guys for the next time where I stream some more crazy stuff with motors exploding and quads freaking out. I do hope you have enjoyed today's live stream, and I will see you around in the field. Bye bye.